Global jitters, caused by the tariff tsunami unleashed by President Donald Trump, took a toll on India's stock markets, which corrected after last year's stratospheric rise. Despite the dampener, the country churned out a record 205 billionaires on Forbes' 2025 list of the world's billionaires, up from 200 last year. A weaker rupee didn't help. Their combined wealth is $941 billion, down from $954 billion in 2024. The 10 richest Indians are worth nearly $337 billion, over a third of the total, down by a massive $56 billion from a year ago. The bulk of that decline can be attributed to the falling fortunes of the richest and the second richest billionaires, who saw their combined wealth erode by $51 billion. Despite a 20% drop in his net worth to $92.5 billion, Mukesh Ambani retained his position as both the wealthiest Asian and India's richest person, though he's no longer a centibillionaire. Shares of his Reliance Industries conglomerate lagged the market, falling 15% since the last list. That was partly due to weaker margins in the oil refining and petrochemicals businesses and competitive pressures facing its retailing unit, which he plans to eventually list. Infrastructure and commodities tycoon Gautam Adani registered the biggest dollar decline among Indian billionaires this year. His fortune fell by a third to $56.3 billion, though he held on to his spot as India's second wealthiest citizen. Shares of Adani's companies tumbled in November when the U.S. Department of Justice indicted his group and its officials in a bribery case involving a solar project in India. This self-made billionaires group denied the allegations as baseless. India's richest woman, Savitri Jindal, matriarch of the OP Jindal Group, is now the third wealthiest Indian, with a net worth of $35.5 billion, up from number 4 last year. Her Mumbai-based son, Sajjan Jindal, made an ambitious push into electric cars by acquiring 35% stake in the Indian arm of MG Motor, a unit of China's state-owned SAIC Motor. Jindal is one of 4 among the 10 richest natural wealthy, while the remaining half a dozen are all less well off. Tech tycoon Shiv Nadar, who recently transferred a chunk of his stake in flagship HCL Technologies to his only daughter, Roshni Nadar Malhotra, slipped to the position of 4th richest in India, with a net worth of $34.5 billion. The composition of the 10 richest Indians hasn't changed from a year ago, though there was some shuffle in the pecking order. Overall, the wealth of 92 Indian billionaires was up from last year.